that old man in your videos out. He's like so lame. Yeah, I totally know. He looks like my dad. Ew.
What's going on? Yeah, let me check this. So I am in. Winfield, Missouri. Just up north of O'Fallon, Missouri. Basically up above St. Louis, more of a little rural town up here. At a store doing a drop. You can see, got my little vest on. Mr. Professional. So everything's gone good. I didn't make any video of just starting this morning. My first load, Friday morning, 8:21, August 21st. I got up at 1 this morning. Was in the yard by 1:30. Had to go up, do paperwork, all kinds of stuff, you know, and because my first load, they wanted to go over stuff with me and everything, so that took a little while. I had a gate time. I had to, you know, my drop dead time was to leave by 2:30 this morning. They kept me in there until just about 2:30, talking about paperwork and all their little procedures, and then went out to hook up to the trailer. No sweat, but the weights were off. I mean, I was overweight. I was like 36,000 pounds on the back and only 29 on the front, and they had a little one of those little single, you know, for the just the set of tandems, you know, a little skinny scale pad out there at the place. So I had to sit out there and screw with that and drew the tandems all the way back on the trailer. Then I was coming in good there, like 32 and change, and then but then my drives were 35,000. I was like, all right. And I was getting different weights. It's not a good scale pad I'm taking. That I was getting different weights every time. Like I move the trailer tandems back, and I was coming in good. But then I was over on the front, so I was just about going to slide my fifth wheel too, because I was like 10,000 and change on the steers. But I could still play with it, you know, and get it in the range. Finally, I got it to just messing with the back and everything. 34.2 on the drives and 33.4 on the rear. But then too, coming here, I wasn't worried about it. I go, there's no scales on the way there anyway. It's a couple 100 pounds. I'm going to burn fuel on the way anyways, you know, whatever. It worked. And like I said, but on the back, I didn't even move the back, and I pulled on the scale a couple different times, and I got like 33.7, and then I got 34 and change, because I did it like 4 times. I kept getting different readings on the trailer tandems. It was like whatever. So you know how it goes. It was just it looks like it's legal enough. It gave me 2 weights under 34,000 and 1 weight over. I go, hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, man. Let's go. So the guy's back here unloading me right now. I was in there for a little bit, pushing some stuff around and everything, because it's supposed to be like driver assist and whatever. But he's just got, it's a store, grocery store. So we got one dock, and he's got an electric pallet jack, and it's like things of water and all kinds of stuff. So he's just doing it himself. I say, hey, do you need me up here for anything? He's like, no, I'm all cool. Cool if I run outside and make a phone call or something like that. And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. So everything's gone good though. The truck's running good. Pretty basic, you know. So just getting you up to speed here. I didn't get out of the yard though until 3:20. I was supposed to leave by 2:30. So 3:20, because then I had to fuel the reefer in the yard and mess with the weights. So it helped me up. But they're like, hey, whatever, it happens. Got over here about 7:30. It was a 220 mile drive. So sorry, I'm just keeping an eye out for the guy. But other than that, everything's been cool. Truck's running good, smooth. I got to get some go-go juice, running low, and my fuel card wasn't activated yet, so I had to get that done. And it's about, well, there's a Quick Trip right on the Missouri line, and that's 42 miles, and if I can make it back to the Flying J, back across the 270, 70 area up there on the north side of St. Louis. But I'm already in the red. You know, my fuel light came on while I was still going through St. Louis up here, and my fuel card wasn't turned on yet, so I'm like, great, you know, so I had to call in, get all that done. Now it's turned on, shouldn't be a problem. I'm able to get on the app now, access the card and everything, so hopefully that all works out as soon as I can find some fuel. There's a Casey's right here though. Wonder if it's a little small station though, but they got diesel. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but I don't know the parameters of this truck yet, you know, if I'm going to run out of fuel or not, if I can make it back. It'd probably be all right, but still. I'd have to actually pull the trailer off here, unhook, and go over there and bobtail in there and throw a little petroleum distillants in there and hook back up and get out of here. So, anyway, it's been 5 minutes, 6 minutes, so check out on that, and we'll start some drive video as soon as I'm ready to get out of here. All right? All right, what's up? Anybody tired of wearing this shit yet? I am. Funny just going over to Missouri. They don't even require it. Drive a couple miles back into Illinois. Must have a face mask. I mean, whatever. I'm calling bullshit. The whole thing. You watch how magically COVID will go away, or whatever else is going on, as soon as November comes and goes. Oh, that doesn't matter anymore. I don't know, lame. Anyway, I'm in St. Louis. I just crossed back over into Illinois on the 270. I'm at exit 6B, 111 North to Woods Cross at the Flying J, and just fueled up, topped it off. Think about this truck, it's only got dual 80 tanks, so it's only 160 gallons of fuel capacity, so that's keeps your fill ups a little bit quicker than the old pig with dual 150s on it. But grabbed a soda. As you can see though, I'm just I'm on the fuel line here. There's a Swift truck behind me fueling, so I just want to make sure to pull away before he blows his truck up, because he'll probably screw something up, you know, Swift always does. So it's the running joke, man. You got to do it. Have a sense of humor. There's a bunch of Swift drivers out there right now going, I don't appreciate that. That's not nice. You're a racist for making fun of Swift. So, good times. Did my little walk around when I came out. I got me a pop. See, now that I live in Illinois, the Midwest, you know, you gotta call getting a Coke or a soda pop. So, where it used to be a thing, like growing up in California, Southern California, nobody said pop or soda. I mean, you could say soda, I guess, but I always remember saying like Coke was the common term for wanting a soda. Like you could just say Coke, I'll have a Coke, unless you'd say specifically what soda you wanted. Like I want a Mountain Dew, I want a Pepsi, I want a whatever. And somebody just said, you know, I just want a soda. So California, I just grew up in Southern California. I don't remember saying soda or pop ever. So it's just saying like I want a Coke. But then soda, rest of the country, and then pop, of course, all through the Midwest. So whatever. But now I gotta say pop, because you know, otherwise people are gonna be like, what are you talking about? Could I have a soda? I've actually been corrected when I go to a store, like a convenience store in the Midwest, when I say, yeah, just I'll have a large soda. And I go, large pop? I go, large pap? I go, yeah, large pap. Come on, people. Oh, God. Everybody's going so slow. So my delivery went good. Got done with that. I did go throw a little splash of go-go juice in at the Casey's real quick. I had to use my own card for it though. But I just got here to the Flying J, topped it off. So I put in 108 gallons here. So it put me on 128. So I meant I had probably around 30 gallons left in the tanks. So as I get used to this truck and see its fuel capacity, I know what kind of fuel I burn off, and then like I said, the best way to gauge your fuel gauge is to do a full fill up so you know where you're at. You know, you get it after a few fill ups that you see around where, you know, because the what's it called, the peacock in the tank, you know, the bobber that gauges your fuel level or whatever can be off, you know. So like our old truck, it was way off. It would be red line, it would be running under all this, man. It was red line empty, and the light was on forever and all this stuff, and we go fill it up and we'd still have like 60 or 70 gallons left in it. I mean, it was just like, huh? We thought we should have been dried up on the side of the road somewhere. And once we got used to reading that needle of knowing our parameter of like, when it hits empty, we still got a ton of fuel left. So yeah, just didn't worry about it that much. So anyway, nice day out though. Thanks, dude. Yeah, just, oh, get over now. Okay, cool. Jeez. So we just got back into Illinois though. Like I said, I just got to go back to Champaign now, drop this trailer, and I'm done. Come back in the morning. About 440 miles for the day. It was 220 to the customer, so just take it as 440 total. But I was going over the math. I probably made, as far as it sits, because you know I didn't see an actual rate for this load, but I'm figuring I'm going to lowball it and say I'll make about 750, 800 for the day. But then I just subtracted, I mean, excluding this fill-up of course, but because this will last me several more loads probably. But I'm averaging right now, it says 6.8 miles per gallon, but I'm empty now, so that average may go up of course. See where my ultimate fuel average ends up at. I did my fuel average for today even at 6.5 miles per gallon, and overall I should walk after fuel on a 5-day per week truck payment utilization, you know, and insurance and stuff, that I should walk with about 500 bucks today. So of course 500 bucks net after you pay fuel, truck, and insurance for your day. You know, like I said, that varies a little bit, but overall I should walk with about 500 bucks. Times that by 5 days a week, you know, 2,500 bucks. Not too shabby. It's pretty cool. And I mean, that's take home, you know, so to go out and do 400, a little over 400 miles for the day, and it was no touch. They pallet jacked it off at the store, and it was, I just had to stand there, you know. Now there was a bulkhead in there because they had refrigerated and then frozen stuff, so I had to move the bulkhead out. I did that. You would have done it anyways, but I moved the bulkhead out of the way, and yeah, I just kind of helped out where I could, but because I'm a nice guy like that. I'm a real pro, you know. I have feelings too. I'm emotional. So, wiggle wagon. Like I just been doing like 62, real basic. Not even in a rush. You know, set it on 62 and just cruise. See how good I can get my fuel mileage. Because of course, I know I'm only chasing like average to low ball rates for the most part, but it's consistent. So yeah, I got this little lane deviation and distance thing in here, the mobile eye, and smart drive and all that crap. Somebody pulls in front of you, it's going to sit there and beep at you until they pull far enough away. There, now that once you get over 1.5 seconds following distance from you, you get a green light and it goes off, but it'll beep at you from 1.4 on down. Well, you can start like panic beeping you if it's like within a second or something like that. So, which is cool, whatever. You know, I tend to hang back anyways, but you know, it's all for insurance liability stuff. So anyway, I know I'm out here chasing. You know, like I said, it's like average is like $1.72 overall for the fleet, but yeah, a lot of loads are paying over $2 a mile, depending on what you do and stuff, because it's depending on the distance and where it's going. And I get extra pay for going to Chicago. I get extra pay for this, extra pay for that. You know, you get drop pay, of course, stop pay. You get paid on backhauls. You know, everything. If you do get a backhaul, I'm just going back empty today. But everything pays little bits too, so you can add up extra money for just not doing much else, you know. And it's pretty cool, and everybody's real laid back. It's been a nice thing so far, and I don't know, it's going okay. What are you gonna do? My triumphant return to sorry, phone rang. So, but yeah, just everything's cool. Out here cruising, man. I did think it was funny though with the face mask thing. You go into Missouri, nobody cared. Said you can choose to wear a mask if you want. As soon as you get back into Illinois, face mask required, no exceptions. Blah, 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 you know. Like I said, just 1 mile to the next, how it changes. It's like, oh, did this disease magically just stop at the state line or whatever? Or oh, could it be political? I don't know. Could somebody be trying to shut down the economy to win the election? I don't know. Maybe. I always take myself more of a common sense kind of guy. Yeah, when you just see something that's a little bit hanky, you know? Like, I'm not buying that bullshit. All these lockdowns and everything. I mean, does anybody agree with that? You know, it's just some mad conspiracy for the Democrats to win back, beat the Republicans or whatever. Even though I really don't see them doing it. I mean, everything's been coming up in the news or whatever. Watching the whole Democrat convention, snippets of it and everything, is like, ugh, what a barf fest, man. It's just horrible. Maybe, I don't know, I see it as, like I said, I like to just look at things in a commonsensical kind of matter of how can you even believe any of the crap any of these people are talking about. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like common sense tells me otherwise, yet you sit up there on your soapbox and try to spew this crap out, and it's like, if you don't see the obvious, how they're trying to program this thing to just ruin the economy, because the thing I always remember too is a president that is in his first term and the country goes into a recession, there's a very high percentage that he will not be reelected. It's like George Bush Sr., you know. We went into a recession in '91 and he didn't get reelected. So, plus the whole read my lips, no new taxes, I remember all that. I mean, I was still a teenager when he was president, but but it goes to show that the economy is the biggest factor in people's perception of how well you're doing as a leader. So if you have a strong economy, chances are you're going to win. It doesn't even matter if you're sticking cigars up chicks' buttholes and, flying off to Epstein's Island and stuff like that, and you even got impeached for lying to the American people, all these things. Well, I think the scandal was after he got reelected. Anyway, but if the economy's okay, who cares? I'm all right with that. Whatever. Like, social issues never are able to totally drown out the economy and if people are making money. So if you don't, like, a little bit like Trump ruined the economy. It's like, you know, you can feel whatever which way politically you are. I don't care. I don't care about Trump. I don't care about Biden. I don't care about Hillary, Obama, whatever. You know, like, social issues never trump the economy. And yeah, it's the last card to pull was shut everything down and ruin the economy, because Trump surely wasn't going to be better off for it. So it's like, you got to look at who's pulling the strings on that, right? Not to get all political. I'm just saying, common sense would just tell you, hey, maybe something's going on, that we're just not, you know, a lot of people are sitting there watching just regular old news channels and stuff and not thinking about it. It's like, you might want to think about that a little bit. Anyway, I think I've been on for long enough. But anyway, yeah, truck's good. Haven't any issues with it. It's running smooth. Gonna get on back to Champaign, park it, go home for the night. Boom. Come back tomorrow, do it again. Wash, rinse, repeat. Nothing exciting, I guess. Just so cool. Check back later and figure out something exciting to talk about, I guess. Right? All right. Out.
With turquoise and real diamonds. Fuck!